It's Shaka Billionaire Mafioso, the Dun Dada Codas Ninja with a no tuck swinging behind his back, aka Shaka Black, aka Shaka Billionaire, aka Shaka Fuego, aka Shaka Flame, man. And listen, bro, we ain't heard from Ryan Garcia since I think since them little rants bro caught himself going on, and he got himself canceled. I don't know if bro was on that Flocka. I don't know if bro was on that K2. I don't know what bro was on. But I don't, you know what I'm saying? Bro was talking too reckless for me. And he going against Romero. I ain't gonna lie. The way y'all was hyping Ryan up against Tank, pure bias. You feel me? Yeah, bro fast, but he obviously ain't got no heart. Feel me?
Yeah, Ryan, you're a legend, Ryan. I love you, Ryan.
Love Ryan, boy. He said, I don't know, bro probably snorted that pixie dust and went crazy. I don't know. Whatever Ryan was doing, he gotta chill out.
It's just about a month now till we see one of the biggest nights of the fight year happen. Ever since Ryan announced the fight with Raleigh, he has been riding high on his confidence, almost always talking about how he'll knock the trash talker out.
I put Rolly to sleep with a left hook. That's it. That's what you're going to see.
Come on, bro. Man, watch out for the left hook and you got, bro.
Period.
But after the recent press conference, well, it's different words coming from his side. The heat between these two is not something new. From social media rants to actual beef, things are only leading to a perfect fight night, with the recent face-off adding more to it when Garcia shoved Raleigh. Not surprising at all, considering how
he's trying to be like Tank.
Ryan sees Raleigh.
That's a part of it, but Rolly's, to me, he's not the same. Like, when I look at him in the eyes, I'm like, all right, like, I got him.
Wait, why they showing Tank? Why they showing Tank? Y'all gotta show Ryan almost finna take a doodle on himself after he got hit by that liver shot too now.
Like, he lost his fire, too. I'm like, damn, I'm about to eat him up. I feel like he's just food right now.
And why do you say that? Because
I feel like he's...
But now, Ryan sees it differently.
I do like
he is
Ryan
now
Garcia's charisma, but he was saying some crazy stuff. That's the only reason I'm talking crazy about, bro. He was
admitting that this might actually be the toughest fight he's ever taken. He's been talking about how dangerous Raleigh is, saying even Tank Davis...
You not undefeated no more?
Davis admitted that Raleigh has rocks in his hands. Ryan is saying if he gets caught with one clean shot, it could be the end of the night. He's not brushing off Raleigh's power anymore. He's putting himself on high alert, saying Raleigh might...
Yeah, I want to see Ryan Garcia be mature, take his craft serious, you feel me? And understand that hey, no matter how big you is of a dog in the park, it's always a bigger one.
Not be the most skilled, but if he lands, it's over. This is not the same Ryan Garcia, who was laughing at Raleigh's chances just weeks ago. He's been telling everyone he's gonna knock him out, but now, it almost sounds like he's the one being extra cautious. Or maybe he...
I think it's just a bad look to come back in after all the stuff he was talking. Bro got that chain on, but after all the stuff he was talking outside of the ring, it'll be a better look to come off as humble so people can like you again. You feel me? People want to like Ryan Garcia. He is, the Mexican Superman. They want to like you, but when you talk crazy, it makes it hard for people to like you, and people gonna be like, oh, wow, he's not a superhero. You want to be that cereal box athlete. You feel me?
He's just trying to convince us that the millions won't come easy.
Okay, so let's say for this particular fight against Rolly, would you be making more than 10 million? More than 15?
Why does it matter?
Damn. 20?
He understands this generation on how to promote fights.
These Saudi Arabians really be promoting some boxing.
According to his new perspective, this fight might be a bigger risk than fighting Devin Haney or Teofimo Lopez. But according to most fans, Ryan is just saying this to promote the fight. That's not something most people expected to hear. Raleigh is reckless, wild, and unorthodox. But Ryan is giving him more credit than even some of his toughest rivals. Ryan knows he has to avoid getting hit clean. Raleigh is good for about 6 rounds, and he throws with everything he's got in that time. Ryan says if he hurts Raleigh early, he has to finish him. He's not trying to let this fight drag on, and only for one reason: to avoid the rock-hard punches that Tank was talking about.
Yeah, he respect Tank. I ain't gonna lie, I remember Ryan lost, bro. De La Hoya left bro in the ring. I ain't like that. I was riding for Ryan at first till he got to dropping N-bombs and all this crazy stuff. You feel me? I can't rock with it. But Ryan was my dog at first. You feel me? Both switched up. Hey, and for him to be dropping them hard N-bombs and all that stuff like that, that N-bomb, that N-word you was talking about was the only one who robbed for you when your people left you out in the dust after your first loss, your one and only loss. Let's keep it a
People be
bean.
sleeping on Rolly because he been obviously, I don't know how to say it.
Boy, Tank ain't even play, bro. He had much respect for bro.
He don't got no chin now, so Rolly be getting caught, but Rolly can hit, bro. Like he can hit.
But even with that, Ryan Garcia is walking into this fight with a new mindset. He understands the danger that Romero brings, but he doesn't believe power alone will decide the fight. For Ryan, this is about—
Hey, unless on Ryan time off, he been in that dungeon in that hyperbolic time chamber going crazy. You know what I'm saying? He might be the new De La Hoya. You feel me? He probably can be better than De La Hoya. You feel me? He just got to get serious. You know what I'm saying? Get off TikTok, and lock in. Get on your warrior mode, bro. Get on your discipline, man. And Ryan Garcia definitely has the potential to be good, to be great. He just got to lock in and stop playing with his craft. I feel like bro be playing with his craft. Whatever he was doing. Hey, whatever bro was doing outside the ring, bro was rapping. Bro was a model. Bro was a TikTok sensation. And bro was a right-wing politician, alt-right extremist. Man, just be a boxer, fool. Just be a boxer, fool.
about something much bigger: his drive, his purpose, and his commitment to proving himself on the biggest stage. The pros agree that Ryan isn't the same fighter who let distractions take over before the Devin Haney fight.
Exactly.
But I'm coming back to announce I'm not going to speak on any other topic other than boxing, sports,
Thank you.
and my fight. That's
Yes. I just said it. Yes. Shut up. You like Kanye West, bro. Just shut up. Kanye, just be quiet, bruh. Please. They talk too much. You got foot and mouth syndrome.
the only thing I'm going to be talking about. And
Exactly. And who cares what bro think in his close quarters, bro? But don't get on the net talking crazy. You feel me? You gonna piss off the wrong people. You feel me? You feel me?
I'm training
Just
for
shut
this
up.
fight. I want everybody
Just shut up and dribble.
to know this.
He's been vocal about his mistakes, admitting that he didn't handle himself like a true professional back then. But now, he's fully locked in. He's training harder, taking everything seriously, and making sure there's no room for excuses.
That's what
He
you
knows
gonna have
people
to do.
still question him, and he's determined to show them that he's not just hype. He's here to take over. What sets Ryan
Hey, and if bro come in and take a loss after all that talking, and they gave bro another chance, because at first he was indefinitely banned from boxing, but bro make too much money for them. They was gonna be like, look, we gonna say you indefinitely banned to make them happy, and when they forget, we're gonna bring you back in. But just shut your mouth.
part in this fight isn't just his skill or his speed, it's his purpose. He's not just fighting to win, he's fighting to prove that he belongs among the best. That's already the big idea of his return.
If they land, they can do some damage. And Ryan Garcia, look, he's coming off. It's going to be about.
I don't even know why he must be in a long-term contract, because De La Hoya showed he ain't had no backbone for his fighter, bro, and left that boy on the stage alone. De La Hoya, we did not forget how you did, bro.
About a year now. He's hungry. He's hungry to get on top. He's hungry to be where.
And that see-through mesh shirt that boy had on with his nipples out, boy.
World champion.
He's already thinking ahead
We
to
ain't
bigger
forget
fights,
that
bigger
either, De La
challenges,
Hoya.
and bigger names. But he also knows he can't afford to look past Raleigh. This fight is a statement fight. It's his chance to show the world that the setbacks, the doubts, and the criticism don't define him. His performances do. Raleigh is unpredictable, aggressive, and wild,
Raleigh ain't doing no
but Ryan
talking, bro.
believes
Mean
his
business.
discipline will break him down. He's not planning on getting into
I ain't gonna lie, Raleigh built like a pit bull. He might
a
take
reckless
something.
brawl or letting Raleigh drag him into a sloppy fight.
He hasn't really made that many adjustments, to be honest. Still making a lot of the same mistakes, still kind of fighting the same. His chin actually looks.
I ain't gonna lie, why Mexican fighters like they Mexicans looking white like white folks? Why y'all like that? I don't get it. These are, you know what I'm saying? Bro, only Mexican because his hair. But I know a real Mexican, bro. I'm from Texas, bro. Like, Canelo looked like a American white man, and if my boy Garcia didn't have his hair slicked back like that with the slick back style, he would look like a white man too.
He knows
No,
exactly
nothing
what
wrong
he
with
needs
that,
to
but
do.
like
Stay
Rolly
sharp,
look like a
stay
Hispanic for
patient,
real.
and capitalize on
Not
Raleigh's
saying that Hispanics is only one type of Hispanic, but y'all do
mistakes.
like the white looking Hispanics.
He's not going
bro.
into this fight just hoping to win. He's going in with the mindset that he will dominate. Ryan also sees this as a personal challenge, not just an opponent to get past. He's fighting for respect. He's fighting for his legacy. He's fighting to prove that he's one of the best in the sport, no matter what anyone says. He's faced doubts, setbacks, and criticism, but he's using all of it as fuel. He's not here to play games, he's here to make a statement.
You know, don't try too much. You know, Rolly's gonna give you everything you want. So kind of just gonna let the fight come to me, and then I'm gonna take over. You know, I'm a better fighter all around. So I feel like.
According to his father, when Ryan steps
Rolly
into
ain't
that
no
ring,
hoe.
he won't just be fighting Rolly Romero.
Rolly ain't doing no talking either.
He'll be fighting against the doubts, the critics, and everything that's ever tried to hold him back. He
Where
knows
did Haney
Rolly is
come from?
dangerous, but he also knows that hunger and purpose always outweigh raw power. And when that bell rings, he's ready to show exactly why he believes this is his moment. But before this, Ryan Garcia never saw Rolly Romero as a real threat. And that's why some fans are now expressing doubt.
Ryan Garcia going up to 147. I'm not gonna say I think he's gonna be fast. I'm not
Boy,
sure
this is a
if his
horribly-
strength is gonna translate to 147. It went with him to 140, but that doesn't mean it's gonna go with him to
nobody's gonna
147 because that's welterweight. And now he's back with Eddie Reynoso. So I want to say, in my opinion, he didn't look. He looked alright with Eddie Reynoso. He looked his best, in my opinion.
To him, Rolly was just another
I thought Garcia went to the Mayweather camp.
name on the list, another fighter who talked too much but wouldn't last when the punches started landing. The way Ryan spoke about the fight made it clear. He didn't just expect to win, he expected to embarrass Rolly. He didn't see Rolly as someone who could truly challenge him. In Ryan's eyes, this wasn't a 50 fight. It wasn't even competitive. It was just something to keep him busy before he got to what really mattered. His rematch with Devin Haney.
I'm not taking him lightly or anything like that. You know, I'm still going to train my best, but, you know, everybody really wants to see the rematch, and that's where my heart's at. I just got to, you know, prepare well, and I know I'm the better fighter.
From the moment the fight was announced, Ryan made it obvious that his real focus was on
Haney.
Haney. He didn't even try to hide it. While Rolly was
Haney need to go against Shakur. I'm sorry. I'm tired of people ducking Shakur. Shakur ain't had a good fight since. I mean, bro, stop ducking Shakur, bro.
busy trying to hype up the fight, talking about how he was going to shock the world, Ryan barely paid him any attention.
ducking Shakur,
He was already
bro.
thinking ahead, already making plans for what came next. He wasn't treating this like a real challenge. He was treating it like a formality. As far as he was concerned, the fight was already decided. He just had to show up, land his shots, and get out of there.
Ryan, obviously the boxing world, they just want the Haney rematch so it could be settled once and for all. What is your message? Obviously, you guys are going through the loss.
Haney rematch. Am I missing something? I missed this? Oh, duh. I can't believe I forgot that. Duh, they fought. And bro was on them PEDs just like Canelo.
Right now, but if you and Devin can run it back again, under what terms would it be?
Run it back the same way, just a little higher weight class.
Ryan's
Oh, I forgot. How did I forget that? How did I forget
confidence
that?
came from the fact that he knew Rolly wasn't the most skilled fighter. He saw Rolly's wild looping punch.
That's probably what had bro. That's probably what bro had bro going crazy, taking them horse pills and muscle relaxers and all that stupid stuff. Had bro tweaking out. That's why they let bro back in, because bro was too young to be on all that stuff you put in a horse.
And knew that against someone with speed and precision, that style wouldn't work. Rolly has power, sure,
I can't believe I
but
forgot
Ryan
the
didn't
fight.
respect his skill level.
Haney
He
got
didn't
whooped.
see any real danger in front of him. Even when he
I ain't
admitted
gonna
that
lie.
Rolly could punch,
De La Hoya and them whole camp crooked, bruh. They stay on some PEDs. They stay doing some crookedness. You feel me? For real. Canelo done tested positive. Ryan and tested positive, and I'm pretty sure De La Hoya would have tested positive if he wasn't such an OG in the game and they didn't have such rigorous drug testing requirements as they do now.
It was never in a way that showed fear. It was just a fact to him. Raleigh could hit hard, but so what? Power without skill doesn't mean much when the other guy is faster, sharper, and levels above in talent. However, Raleigh's fans argue that if Raleigh outclassed Ryan in sparring, he can do the same in a fight too.
I mean, Ryan just banked on his left hook too much for me. That's like he act like that's all he got is a left hook. Sam, bro, built like a pit bull. Stop
press conference, Ryan didn't even bother to make it seem like this would be a close fight. He flat out predicted a knockout and made it clear how it would happen. A left hook, just like always. He wasn't concerned about Raleigh's awkwardness or his
damn, bro, think he got the strongest left hook in the world. He swear he one punch man.
Strength. He didn't say things like, I have to be careful, or this is going to be a tough fight. No, Ryan said exactly what was on his mind. I put Raleigh to sleep with a left hook. That's it. He wasn't just predicting a knockout, he was dismissing Raleigh completely. There was no hesitation, no doubt, nothing that made it sound like he was second-guessing himself. He spoke with pure confidence, like he already knew the ending of the fight before it even started. But that's the same way Raleigh saw it too, not concerned about any threats.
How concerned are you with that left hook that he is so proud of?
Left hook, left hook.
At all? At all. You're gonna defend it? You're gonna stop?
I ain't gonna lie. The loudest in the room be the weakest. The way Rolly just chilling, not talking too much, I think Rolly finna dog that boy out.
Even the way he talked about training gave away his mindset. He wasn't saying, I have to be 100% focused on this fight. Instead, he was saying, I'm still going to train my best, but everybody wants to see the rematch with Haney, and that's where my heart is at. He already had his eyes on the future, like Raleigh was just a minor step in his journey. Fighters who really believe they're in for a war don't talk like that. They don't spend the entire press conference hyping up another fight before they even step in the ring. When a fighter is truly locked in on an opponent, they talk about them with a certain level of seriousness. But Ryan, he talked about Raleigh like he was an afterthought.
Is it something similar that because Ryan...
Nah, bro, too focused for me, dog. Bro, too focused for me, dog.
Knew Devin so well, he knew how to fight him. Is that like the mirror with this fight, that you know Ryan so well that you know what to throw at him?
There's no fear with Devin. Devin don't have no power.
Yeah.
See, when Raleigh opened his mouth, though, he lose. Hey, with that voice, bro, guy, he lose by 50 or a word.
And then also, I mean, you want to come in all that extra weight, overweight. So, I mean, that makes a big difference. You know, there's still a lot of controversy going on with that fight. Aside from that, Devin was winning damn near every round that he didn't get dropped. Even the rounds he got dropped, he was.
Ryan made it sound like.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Was on them drugs. He was on them PEDs though. Bro was on them PEDs though. See, you a cheater though. At the end of the day, you cheated, bro.
Raleigh's fate was already sealed. To him, this was like an exhibition. He believed he was going to go in there, put on a show, and end things in brutal fashion. That's why he didn't hesitate when asked about making a statement. He saw every fight as a statement. But this one wasn't just about winning, it was about showing people that he was levels above Raleigh and that he was ready for bigger things. Raleigh, on the other
but a lot of them boxes beat you.
hand, took this fight personally. But the fact remains, and fans see it too.
Ryan Garcia, obviously, you know, one of the reasons that made Rolly famous was the video of him and Ryan boxing. So, like, to kind of bring that back full circle and see who would really win in the fight, you know what I mean?
Am I tripping or do this dude look like Chris Brown?
Because, you know, in sparring, anything can happen. You know what I mean? Like, anything can happen. But when it's real, when it's for everything, who wins?
That boy look like Arabian Chris Brown.
Me personally, I believe Ryan Garcia.
Knockout or by
That's Chris Muhammad.
I would say that fight ends in a knockout.
He is talking about shocking the world, about proving people wrong, about making a statement of his own. He has something to prove. He has been looking at this fight like the biggest moment of his career. But Ryan and even most experts and fans are not interested in that. Nobody sees this as an emotional battle. They see it as business. And in everyone's mind, business is simple. Land the left hook, knock Rolly out, and move on.
Rolly, he just said he's looking past you to fight Devin Haney. Does this concern you at all?
I think Devin should get the fight again.
What he said.
But he said he's not even worried about you. He's not even thinking about you. He's looking forward to that fight. You're just going to be a bump in the road.
He can think whatever he wants. He knows me too well.
And even now, it could be that Ryan Garcia is only saying how good Rolly is to promote the fight. He might not actually see Rolly Romero as a real challenge, but Rolly is making sure everyone knows he isn't just here to collect a paycheck. He's here to make things personal. If there's one thing Rolly knows how to do, it's talk. And he's been doing plenty of it in the lead up to this fight. From the moment this matchup was announced, Rolly has been firing shots at Ryan, not just as a fighter, but as a person.
To be honest, Rolly right now probably runs his mouth the most, but he can't back it up. There's a difference between me and him. I talk a lot of trash, but I've been backing up everything I've been saying so far. But probably Rolly.
What do you think of his fight with Ryan that's been announced? They're fighting in May in Times Square, New York City.
I think that's a better fight for Ryan, publicity-wise, than Isak Cruz. And I think it's gonna be.
Hey, Pitbull Cruz gonna dog Ryan. Let's keep it 100 stacks. Pitbull Cruz, if he had a little bit more skill, he could have got Tank. If he had a little bit more skill, he could have got Tank out the paint.
Rolly isn't just saying he's going to win. He's saying Ryan isn't even a serious boxer. He's calling him a model, a guy who cares more about
Hey, bro, dude be on the model. He be modeling
his looks and Instagram followers than he does about winning fights. And that's not
true.
just trash talk. It's a direct challenge to Ryan's pride. Fighters don't take kindly.
He got too much ego, too much arrogance. Oh, he ain't no arrogant dude, but he do got a lot of ego, and I ain't gonna lie. When you talk about these warriors in his ring, bruh, can't be sleeping, dog. It's boxers who ain't come out the ring alive, man. I don't care what y'all say.
Told they're not real boxers, and Rolly knows exactly what he's doing. He wants to get under Ryan's skin, make him emotional, make him reckless. Because if Ryan fights with emotion instead of strategy, Rolly believes he can catch him with something big. In an interview with Ring Magazine, Rolly didn't hold back at all. He dismissed Ryan's skills entirely, saying he hasn't improved as a fighter and that he still makes the same mistakes he did years ago. And some fans see Rolly at an advantage.
So Rolly going up to 147, there's many possibilities.
Bro,
there's
never
the
being
possibility
framed.
of him having a better chin, which I'm not sure if he's gonna have a better chin. There's probably the possibility of him being faster, stronger at 147. But him moving up to 147, the only thing I think that he's really gonna get is him having a better chin, because at 140, he was getting hurt multiple times. His last fight, he didn't get hurt. He's a little bit, if I'm being honest.
And Rolly would know. He sparred with Ryan before, back when Abel Sanchez was in Ryan's corner. That experience gave him confidence. He remembers what Ryan struggled with, he remembers what worked against him, and he's convinced that nothing has changed.
You just need to target
he
that
does
liver.
the same stuff, Rolly said, making it clear that he doesn't see Ryan as a real threat. And it's not just Ryan that Rolly is going after. He's taking shots at Devin Haney too. He's calling out Haney for not taking his fight seriously, saying he's more of another untalented social media star than a champion.
Like, I'll be honest, you know,
he
I
talking
used to
big
think
talk.
Devin Haney was the most boring fighter in dance sport. But at least Devin Haney tries to knock people out. It's just Devin Haney just has the inferior, genetics, He's genetic.
Okay, bro, sounding like Adolf right now. Inferior genetics? You mean the same 4 or 5% genetics that you have in you too, that as a Latino? With curly hair and looks mixed race?
Are beyond horrible with his sloppy legs and his weak body frame and all that stuff,
That's all part of the mind games. Rolly wants Ryan to hear that
Rolly
and start
be
thinking,
talking crazy.
wait, is that how people see me too? He wants to plant doubt in Ryan's head, make him feel like he has something to prove, make him abandon his game plan to go for the knockout just to shut him up. And that's exactly what Rolly wants. He wants Ryan to take risks, to leave openings, to give him the one shot he needs.
Bro is a
tremendous fighter.
With the big old
He's a
clown
tremendous fighter.
glasses
But
on
what
his
do
face.
people, he cannot be, happens to be myself, Gervonta Davis, and depression. So,
Raleigh has always been a fighter who relies on chaos. He's not the
Raleigh
most
be
technical
talking
boxer,
crazy.
he's not the fastest or the most skilled, but he's unpredictable. He throws wild shots from awkward angles, and he hits hard, and most pros believe he might have even improved.
Wild shots from awkward angles is not a good thing. Ask Sean Porter if that's a good thing. A surgical fighter is gonna hit you while you acting wild, bro.
I handles
Clean
cleans
you
up
out.
Rolly.
I
Gonna
do.
turn your TV off.
Yeah,
I think for both fighters obviously the common opponent right there. I think that both fighters, obviously Ryan just fought Tank. I
Yeah.
think he'll be better since fighting Tank.
Yeah.
And then the same thing with Rolly. I think Rolly became better from fighting Tank. I think that they knew certain mistakes that they made. I think they believed in their game plan.
His biggest weakness is that he's sloppy, but if he can make Ryan fight emotionally instead of intelligently, those wild shots might land. That's why he's going so hard with the trash talk, because he knows that getting into Ryan's head is his best chance to win this fight.
See, if Ryan was surgical like Shakur or Crawford or somebody like that, or Mayweather or somebody like that, or Fury or somebody like that, then I would say he's finished. But from what I said, I would say Rolly is finished. But from what I've seen from Ryan, them wild shots probably could land because Ryan's not that surgical. His IQ in the ring could be higher, but he doesn't. He just left hook from space, left hook from Zeus, left hook. Come on, bro. You said a left hook so many times. Guess what we're going to be expecting you to do? Throw the left hook.
And it's working.
Putting Ryan on there is kind of smart, you know. That's right there. But then it's a solid match. Listen, Rolly and Ryan's an interesting fight because Rolly's hit or miss, bro. Rolly sometimes looks like where'd you find this guy off the corner, but sometimes he performs. There's a sparring session with Ryan and Rolly on YouTube where it looks like Rolly's doing pretty well in there. I'm curious about that
Ryan
fight.
ain't got a high enough IQ in the ring for me.
Everybody's curious about Ryan coming back. You got Devin Haney on the undercard against Ramirez. He's in court with Ryan. What happens if they cross paths at the weigh-in, even though they're not fighting each other? You know.
Ryan might not admit it, but you can already see that Raleigh's words are getting to him. He's engaging more in the back and forth. He's responding to Raleigh's insults. He's showing signs that he's taking this personally. That's exactly what Raleigh wants. He wants this to feel like a grudge match, not a strategic boxing match.
To be fair, Rolly he don't come off as intelligent enough to play psychological mind games, if you ask me. But it's just trash.
Wants Ryan to fight with his ego instead of his skills.
When I sparred him, I was only boxing for 3 years. Or 4 years at the time.
You didn't have a really deep amateur background,
I started
right?
boxing at 17.
That's a lot of time.
Okay. And Ryan was a national, a multinational champ?
Yeah, multinational. Started boxing 5 or something. Damn, it took him that long to evolve somewhat? I'm very impressed. He still hasn't been champion though.
Fair enough.
And the only times that he's ever
Bro,
had...
swear he be saying something that's gonna hurt your feelings and so sinister and just gonna hit you to your core and hurt your soul.
the opportunity to be champion with Gervonta, but instead of trying to sacrifice the extra pound and trying to make 130.
But while Raleigh is stirring the pot, Ryan is making some big changes of his own. One of the biggest surprises leading into this fight is that Ryan won't have Eddie Reynoso in his corner. That was the plan originally. Ryan was supposed to reunite with the trainer, who helped develop him into one of the fastest and most dangerous counterpunchers in the sport. But with Canelo Alvarez preparing for his own fight on May 3rd, Reynoso had to focus on his star pupil. That left Ryan looking for another option, and instead of bringing in a big-name coach, he decided to go back to the person who knows him best, his father, Henry Garcia.
And that's exactly what happened. And I just thank God that look at him now. Doesn't he look better?
Yeah, definitely.
Of course. So,
He looks different.
It's better. It's beautiful. I love it.
Henry, when did you notice that Ryan needed real help in order to the way he sees right now, in order that he became clean?
That's a huge decision. Ryan has worked with some of the best trainers in the world, Eddie Reynoso, Joe Goosen, Derek James. But for this fight, he's trusting his father to lead the way. That's both a risk and a statement. It's a risk because Henry Garcia isn't a high-level professional trainer with years of championship experience.
I thought he was going to the Mayweather camp. Nose is hitting. I wouldn't take one. I'll tell you that right now.
But it's also a statement because it shows that Ryan
That boy
believes
shoulda
in
played
himself
baseball
enough
as a
to not
pitcher.
need a big name trainer in his corner. He knows what he has to do. He's been through enough high level fights to understand what's required. When asked about the change, Ryan made it sound simple. Circumstances just didn't work out this time around, he told Ring Magazine. So I'll be training with my dad for this fight.
Damn, he couldn't get nobody else. He couldn't get Roy Jones.
Well, what's your take? Share your thoughts below and subscribe for more updates.
I ain't gonna lie. Who I think might win? If Ryan Garcia lock in for real. If Ryan Garcia lock in like he supposed to, bro gonna win. If he's still bullshit and not doing what he supposed to do, it's raps. Quite simple. Peace.